lot of you are just fat. Skinny fat, fat, whatever type fat. You're just fucking fat, bro. Stop fucking eating. What's up, boys? Welcome back to another video. In today's video, we're going to be going over something super important, especially for those of you who are trying to get somewhere this year, trying to actually accomplish something in 2026. The big 26 has to be of some value to some of you, or else you're going to find yourself rotting away like you did in 2023, 2024, and 2025. And if that's not going to be you, if you want to actually see something become of yourself, then stick around and watch this, because in today's video, I'm going to be telling you the no-code bullshit methods on how to actually ascend in 2026, okay? How are you going to ascend? So you're probably sitting there on your bench, if you have one. You're probably too broke to have a bench, but you're probably sitting there on something with a bag of Doritos in your hand, all crusted up in your fucking basement, talking about, I need to glow up. I'm watching all these TikToks and Reels, and there's so many guys that are just improving their lives. They're looking better. They're getting more bitches, all blah, 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 blah. I want to be one of them. But you're 260 pounds, you're fat, you're 30% body fat, you have weird facial symmetry, and for whatever reason, you're also socially awkward because you never leave the fucking house. Don't worry. I'm here to help. So we're going to tackle every single metric individually. I'm going to make sure this video is not too long, and we're just going to tackle the important issues first. So let's tackle this like professionals, okay? Let's break this down into pieces. So we have social maxing, for those of you social awkward fucks who have, for whatever reason, can't talk to anybody, bitches, men, you can't talk to shit. You can only sit and chat on Twitter, okay? That's you. So how do we fix that? That's one of the main issues. And then we have the looks problem. We have facial, we have body, and then we have mind, okay? Mind is very important as well. So I know you clicked on this video and you're like, well, I want to looks max. I want to improve my looks. I want to do that. Yes, okay. You could look like a straight up 8 out of 10 PSL god and still get no bitches. I'm telling you this right now. I am telling you this right now. It would give you, you'd have absolute aura when you're walking around. They would to walk up to you, but then the moment you do this, it's over. You're walking away. You're walking away just like that. Boom, turn around, boom, instant turn like that. Do you want that to happen to you? Do you want to work so hard on one parameter, max that bitch out? It's like a CAC in a video game. You have max strength, but 2 speed. You have 70,000 speed, but 3 strength. You want to be able to outrun the person and never be able to attack him? You want to be able to attack the person, but never be able to catch him? Is that what you want to happen? No. We have to have balanced CACs. That's what we have to do. So we have to fix everything. We have to fix our looks. We have to fix our strategy, our mindset in general. And we have to improve our social awareness, okay? So let's start with the important one, in my opinion, looks. How do we tackle our main issues? So first of all, you have to sit and analyze yourself. What is my problem? Where am I lacking? Where am I deficient at? Am I fat? Am I short? What's my issue? Am I fat and short? Am I Mexican? Am I Indian? What's my problem, okay? Once you figure that out, now we're basically gonna figure out how to tackle said problem. So let me list out a few solutions. Okay, let's list out some solutions for you guys. If you have horrendous acne, terrible acne, you're fucked, right? How do you fix this? So now we have to look up skincare. We need to figure out how we fix our skin. So obviously we can go the not so natural route with peptides, GHKCU, etc. We could definitely do that, right? We could also go Accutane. Accutane is actually the best way. If you want to get rid of your acne, no cope, no bullshit, I'm telling you this right now. Accutane and GHKCU combined, just do that shit. Just be on those consistently. Don't cope. Actually get it done, and you will see super good results in the end, okay? GHKCU plus Accutane, God tier shit, okay? And now, if you don't want to go the Accutane route, obviously we can also use tretinoin. Tretinoin is topical. It's very nice. It works. You just have to be consistent with it, and you will be able to see results, okay? It'll get rid of a lot of your acne. Now, for me personally, I never really had crazy acne. Lucky for me, I'm actually blessed with my genetics as far as acne goes. But I'll tell you this, shaving, I did have a lot of razor bumps. I don't grow facial hair whatsoever, okay? Like I have occasional facial hair, the little lumps here and there. It's just a genetic thing. My entire family, we just don't have facial hair like that, okay? So the facial hair that I do get, I obviously get rid of it. I feel like looking more clean shaven for me is more of the look. So I get rid of it, but I do it with a normal razor before I learned about the fucking one shape laser. Okay, and then I had a bunch of razor bumps. And I still have some of them, but I'm getting rid of them thanks to GHKCU. I actually use a topical serum for it, so it's also effective. So for those of you thinking you have to pin it, yes, you can pin it. It's most effective. It's more circulatory. It goes into the system. It's more systematic, but topical also works. That's actually how I started. That's what I did. So that's how you would fix the majority of your skin problems, facial issues. Okay, that's what you're going to be doing. Now, if it's something that you have to hard max, whether it be bone structure, eye size, eyelid exposure, as you can see, I have suboptimal eyelid exposure, but there's certain things that you can't really change. There's certain things that you can't really work around. So the only thing you're going to be able to do is fix everything else to where that isn't much of a big issue anymore. And then your overall rating won't be influenced so much so by said flaw, right? Now, some flaws are worse than others, but certain things can also be worked around. You can actually fix certain things. So if you have some sort of hard maxing issue, figure out how you can fix everything else to make whatever that issue is less apparent. If it's something that's completely fucked, you can't do anything about it, you're deficient or you're some sort of mutant, then the only way would be to hard max whatever that would be. So for example, the majority of you don't really have much deficiencies. The majority of you don't have problems like that. A lot of you just have recessed jawlines or whatever it is, recessed maxillas. You might have a bunch of those issues, but the only thing you can really do if you don't have a jawline for whatever reason, you're a mouth breather, just grow a beard, cover that shit up, okay? Cover it up. Nobody needs to see your fucking jawless face, all right? Make sure it has a beard on it, then you could fraud your jaw. You can easily fraud your jaw just based off of that alone. You have to be very tactful and you have to be very smart with this, because the more tactical you get about doing things, the better it is gonna come off. If you're short, you can't fix that. You can't just instantly get tall unless you hard max. But in my opinion, that's the one hard max that I look at and I'm like, it's not worth the ROI, because you're risking being crippled. If you're an athlete to some extent, you're basically fucked. You're not gonna have the same athletic capacity after that. And it's only for a few measly inches. Yes, if I'm 5'7", I may be cooked. And if I'm 6'3", it would be way better. But if you're 5'4", if you're 5'7", just fraud your height as much as possible with taller shoes, whatever you need to do to get by. But I wouldn't hard max height, okay? I wouldn't hard max my height at all. Now, the majority of you really just need to fix your fucking physique. A lot of you are just fat, skinny fat, whatever type fat. You're just fucking fat, bro. Stop fucking eating, okay? So the majority of you just need to hit the fucking gym, get a better physique, lower your body fat percentage, figure out a way to get anywhere from 10 to 15% body fat. That's the ideal range. That's where you want to actually be. If you get to that percentage of body fat, that's where a lot of you actually need to be. The prime, I'd say, is anywhere from 10 to 12. That's actually where you want to stay. If you go anywhere below that, that's fine. But I think optimal is 10 to 12. I'm almost there, not there quite yet, but I'm gonna get there. That's the whole point of Ascension this year, okay? So how would you be able to do such a thing? First of all, calorie deficit. 1, 2, 3. Calorie. Here, say that with me. Say that with me in the comments. Caloric deficit. But for those of you who don't control what actually enters your fucking mouth, you dipshits, Retta, Retatrutide. You can take Retta, okay? Take some Retta, suppress your appetite, do whatever you need to do. I don't fucking care if you go smoke and do whatever you fucking need to do to suppress the appetite. Don't eat. Do what you need to do, and also make sure to burn the calories and eat less calories than your maintenance. Do that for a long enough period of time. Also do some weight training. If possible, run. Make sure you get some 10,000 steps in a day, and you will see results over time. This isn't something that's gonna take you a month, 2 months, 3 months. This isn't something that's gonna take you weeks. It's probably gonna take you 3 to 4 months of locking in, and you will see results. Now, the fatter you are, the more time you're gonna have to lock in. But generally, it's just the lock-in phase. Lock in, and you will see results. That's how you go about fixing certain physical aspects of yourself. Now, I could tell you if you wanted to get a jawline, oh, go do chin talks, or go do this, go do that. You get the strong gum and chew gum all day, and then you're gonna be able to improve your jawline and grow your masseter muscles and then get potential hollow cheeks. But I'll tell you this. Before you guys move into any of these frauding methods, before you guys get into the jawline workout, anything like that, you guys have to fix your baseline. Baseline is super important. Now, once your baseline is fixed, you'd be able to then go ahead and improve upon said baseline. Okay, so I'm not gonna say, oh, sit and work on your masseter muscles from the beginning, do all this right now. No, fix your baseline, which wouldn't take you that long. It'll take you a few months to fix your baseline, which is the body fat percentage, muscle mass, hairstyle, all of these things, right? To fix your hair up, just get base products, okay? It's funny, I'm not running no ads, I'm not sponsored by anyone, but I'll tell you this right now, get some base products, okay? The curl cream, the fucking Fritz spray, all these things, even the leave-in conditioner is good. Get these things and they will help you fix up your hair and design it. They'll help you style it, okay? That's for hair styling. Now, once you have your hair styled, you also want to be able to have a decent hair style in general, like basically a good hairstyle for your facial structure. Okay, so first of all, you're gonna sit and analyze what facial structure you have, what type of face you have. Is it long? Is it short? Is it square like a fucking Minecraft character? You're gonna have to figure that out. Once you figure that out, you have to figure out what type of hairstyle would match. If you have a long head, not super long, but if you have a long head, you're gonna want something that basically widens up the perception of your head. So for me, I don't have a long head, but I'd say it's like not the shortest. I'd say it's somewhere in the middle to somewhat long. So what I do is I have something that enlarges it. So basically makes it a bit more symmetrical, wide to the side, if that makes sense. Now, if you have a wide head, you're not gonna want something like this. You're gonna want maybe a buzz cut, maybe waves, something somewhere around there. Waves if you're black, okay? You might wanna do some fuckboy shit if you're a bit lighter skin. But that's just the general idea. That's the general consensus of it, okay? So hairstyle can be worked on, and then eyebrows. For me, I also have to work on this, okay? For eyebrows, I'd say get a Dermastamp, okay? Stamp your eyebrows in the morning, and then apply minoxidil. You could also use the foam, minoxidil foam. Apply minoxidil foam to your eyebrows in the evening. So stamp in the morning with a Dermastamp, not a derma roller. Derma rollers are fucking gay. Derma rollers are gay. Use Dermastamp, okay? Dermastamp, and then apply minoxidil foam in the evening. Okay, that's how I'm going about it. We'll see the improvements as time goes on. That's what I'm gonna do. You could also use oral minoxidil, but oral minoxidil is another thing that you're gonna have to start taking all the time, and it could cause more hair growth in certain places that you may not potentially want the hair to grow there. Okay, so I'm just saying. That's why I'm not doing it, because I don't want all of a sudden, I have shitty facial hair genetics, so I don't want all of a sudden to actually start getting facial hair, because that'll be some bullshit. That'll be some fucking fucked up, fuck ass bullshit I'm not gonna deal with. So that's why I'm doing it this way. That's one of the methods to fix eyebrow. So this is the general consensus of fixing your looks. Now obviously there are more, I could go more in depth and tell you how to work on certain aspects of your face, certain aspects of your frame, all this shit. Like we could definitely go into that. But first, most important thing is baseline. Fix up your baseline. Now, social maxing, okay? Social maxing and mindset. Mindset is very simple, okay? So social maxing and mindset, something that we don't have to go too deep into because it's an overall simple concept to understand, okay? For mindset, you just don't want to be in your head and a loser. You want to stop being in your head. You want to stop overthinking everything you say. You need to start not giving a fuck about things. For example, if you're walking out and you do some, I don't know, some retarded cringe thing on the street, whatever it may be, fucking hug a lamp, whatever, okay? You shouldn't be sitting around thinking, oh, I know that Mexican over there staring at me from afar. I wonder what he thinks of me. Oh my God, I'm embarrassed. You should generally just do things in life without giving a fuck about what anybody else thinks. You should try your absolute hardest to get out of your head and just do things because you want to do things, okay? Now, I'm not saying go and do the most horrendous, atrocious shit on the streets because certain things may have repercussions, but being tactful also means being smart about it. So when you walk up to somebody and you just say hi and you're approaching somebody straight off and then they give you the most heinous rejections. This happened to the best of us. If you ever cold approach a chick, you probably haven't because you're a bitch. But that's why you're watching this video for, to get over that hurdle, right? But if you've ever approached a bitch and you walked up to her, some of them will give you nice rejections, some of them will give you their numbers, and some of them will give you heinous rejections. Like they'd look at you like this. Like that. They'd give you the stare up and down, and then they give you the scowl face while walking away. Now, obviously, you can attribute that to certain things. You can be like, oh, I'm fucking short and ugly. Oh, I'm this, oh, I'm that. Listen, the percentages will obviously go down the better you look. That is true. But it doesn't matter how good you look. It's going to happen to you regardless because bitches are bitches. There's a saying you're going to have to remember for the remainder of this video and for the remainder of the time you're going to be on this channel, because I'll tell you, because it's going to be coming up quite a lot, okay? Bitches be tripping. Bitches be tripping. Remember that. whatever fuck shit, whatever heinous garbage you run into day to day from bitches, just have this mantra in your head, and it will save you from mental strain, from IQ loss, and from anything preposterous that could happen to your mental state. Bitches be tripping, okay? Because that's just what it is. You can be a 9 out of 10 PSL master, okay? You can be God tier and still get hit by a heinous rejection from a fat black bitch. I'm telling you, there's no rule of thumb to this. Now, under the right circumstances, if you have status maxing to the proper extent, if you're famous and you're rich and you're in the right position and you're in the right setting, then yes, you can mitigate this even more. But even then, it could still happen to you. So the main thing is to do things without caring about what's going to be the recourse of it. So if you talk to a bitch and she looks at you up and down, take it as a joke. Just look at her and be like, damn, I know fritches could act like that. Roast her, do whatever you want. Self-entertain. Just be self-entertaining in general. Make it fun. You don't have to go and make it be a chore. Make shit fun in your life. This is you. You're living this life. You're living it one time. You might as well have fun with whatever the fuck you're doing. Whether it may be trolling fat bitches in frat parties, walking up to random strangers and trying to get their phone number, trying to start conversations and play pickup in the park. Whatever it may be. Just try and have fun and stay away from this awkward mentality of, what would they think of me? I'm weird. Because then you're going to have this weird energy around you. And once you have that weird energy around you, I'm not going to say that girls are so perceptive they notice, but most general people that have a brain and over room temperature IQ will be able to sense this weird energy circulating around you. And if you have no self-worth and if you don't trust in yourself to not be weird, then people are going to look at you and be like, do I really want to sit and waste my 5 minutes with this person? Or would I rather just keep getting my steps in so I can lower my body fat percentage and not be a bitch like him? Pretty sure they want to do the second thing. At least that's how I look at it. That's what I'd say, right? So don't be that guy. And that's how you fix the mindset. That's how you fix the mindset problem. And for social maxing, I kind of just threw both of them into one. Social maxing, just try to not be at home all fucking day. All right, try to do things. Try to socialize. Try to speak to people in real life, not only through Twitter and Discord. Because when you do that, you're kind of in an echo chamber, and a lot more people that think like you, they're also somewhat incel-like, incel-esque, and then they might contribute to degrading your social your social cues and your social meter. All right, so I'd say go out in the real world. Basically, make a schedule. All right, if you live in a rural weird area, then once a week go to the fucking town, walk around, go shopping, just go around, meet people, do things. Go get a sport, join an MMA gym, play soccer, go play basketball, touch grass. Actually touch. When I say touch grass, I mean genuinely take a ball, some sort of sport, whatever it may be. I don't give a fuck as long as it's not pickleball, because that shit's gay as fuck. Just take something, go to somewhere where people play and engage in that sport, which usually has either synthetic grass or actual grass on the floor, and touch it, okay? Because if you touch it, then you're actually going to be there in regards to other people. You're going to be there with other people, and now you can engage in social conversation. Understand? Social interaction, super important. So that's what I'd say you need to do. Okay, that's how you're going to improve yourself. So you do these things and you stay consistent for a long enough period of time, and you guys will see some serious improvements. All right, now I made this a little bit of a yap video, but I think it's very important. I think these things are very important to hammer home. And the next videos that I'm gonna make, I'm gonna kind of spread them out. I'm gonna make them a little bit more thin-ended, because a lot of you have fishbowl, very fishbowl-esque attention spans. And I know this is detrimental to the video watch time, but it is what it is. Some of you just need to hear it. And for those of you who actually made it through the entire video, I'm proud of you. I'm very proud of you. And you guys need to subscribe, like the video, and stick around for more, because we're gonna have some more banger shit on the way. Catch y'all next time.